The regional government hit back at a report by Britain criticising Beijing's plans for national security legislation. In the report by Britain's Foreign Office, UK Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab said the proposed legislation was a clear violation of China's international obligations and a breach of the one country, two systems. But a British barrister who once served as a prosecutor in Hong Kong disagrees. Judan reports.
Hong Kong government firmly opposed and expressed deep regret over the report's inaccurate and biased remarks on the national security law and the high degree of autonomy enjoyed by the Hong Kong SAR, according to the spokesperson of the government. It's absolutely wrong and totally groundless for the report to allege that the enactment of the national security law for the Hong Kong SAR by the central authorities lies in direct conflict with the Article 23 of the Basic Law. Earlier, I talked to Grenville Cross, former chief prosecutor for Hong Kong for over 10 years and has been living in the city for over 4 decades. He witnessed the handover in 1997. Take a listen first.
When the future of Hong Kong was discussed between the Chinese side and the British side in the 1980s, that resulted in what's known as the Sino-British Joint Declaration, which was signed between Deng Xiaoping for China and Margaret Thatcher for the United Kingdom. And that covered the broad areas of agreement on the future of Hong Kong. But one of the areas that wasn't covered was national security. Some people suggest these days, when they condemn recent developments, that there's been a breach of what's in the Joint Declaration. But in fact, the Joint Declaration said nothing about national security, which was quite clearly a matter for China.
Meanwhile, Beijing said its decisions on national security law in Hong Kong are its own fear and that Britain's link to the territory stemmed from aggressive colonization and unequal treaties.